So this would be your circumstances, and we have the Fool card. So you guys are definitely going in a new direction, a new start. You know, for some of you, this could be, you know, a new relationship, a new job, maybe some of you are just seeking a new way of life, you know. But no matter what this new change and this new start is, you know, it has excitement and childlike wonder and joy and innocence, optimism, hope, you know, all of those things. And even freedom, you know, that surrounds this new start. So it's very positive in nature. You know, for some of you, you know, you might have taken a leap of faith. You know, and sometimes this can be about, you know, completing, you know, one thing and starting another. So for some of you, you might have recently completed something and you're looking to start something new. So that's always a possibility. But no matter what, there is a new start of some type that is occurring in your life, whether it's in relationships, romantic or, you know, platonic. You know, this could be a job type of change. This could be, you know, maybe you want to move. You know, this could be many different things, but we're getting a new start. We're going in a new direction, and it's positive. Now, for the focus, we have the Seven of Cups. So this is like the focus of the entire reading. So this is our emotional choices. I always refer to it as the emotional choices wish card. So we have an emotional choice that we need to make. And ultimately, we always want to choose spirit. Okay? But there is a tendency with all these choices to get confused, to get caught up in the confusion of what shall I do, what shall I pick, what shall I choose, what shall I do, you know? So confusion can come up here, and, you know, illusion is always a big one that comes with this card. So things can appear one way, but in actuality, they could be another way. As I always say with this card, all that glitters is not gold. So don't judge a book by its cover, because on the outside something could look really appealing, but, you know, once we get into it, then we find out, yeah, this is not what I thought. So this is a very tricky card, you know, and it's one that has to do with, you know, our emotions, and it's an emotional choice, you know, so it can definitely affect our well-being. And so there's a lot of different things we can choose from, which can, you know, add to the confusion. And I would just like to give a word of advice to definitely be careful. Don't get caught up in daydreaming or wishful thinking, as that can bring us more problems that we don't need. You know, so definitely don't get caught up in wishful thinking or daydreaming. Choose reality over illusion, okay? Look at things as they truly are, you know. Have a cold, hard, sobering look at your choices before you make one. Okay, so for the present, the here and the now, also what crowns you, we have the Moon card. And while the Moon card has made several appearances for this month, so with the Moon card, this would be a full moon. So there is a tendency with the full moon to exacerbate our emotions. So sometimes we can have an emotional outburst. You know, that may or may not resonate with some of you. But, you know, this does increase our emotions. It can exacerbate them, and sometimes we can end up making a mountain out of a molehill. Now, sometimes the emotional response can be very, very well deserved. You know, every situation is different, okay? Now, anytime the Moon card comes out, I always say absolutely pay attention to your intuition, those, you know, gut feelings, those hunches. Pay attention to your dreams, because a lot of good psychic information can come forth from having this card. And a lot of times we could have this feeling that, you know, something big is coming. You know, we can just feel that there is a major change brewing. And if you've been feeling that way, well, you're absolutely correct. You know, there is a big change coming. Now, this change can be many different things, but I'm feeling like it's definitely linked to the emotional choices and the new start. So, you know, these might have come about due to something being revealed, because with the moon card, sometimes this is where there can be deception. So sometimes it can be deception from others. Also, you know, with our emotions being exacerbated, sometimes if we're thinking too much with our emotions, we can end up being, well, a bit clouded, emotionally clouding the situation. We don't want to have an overworked imagination, okay? So we definitely need to look at the reality of things. But, you know, this is definitely indicative of a, you know, major change that's going to occur. For some of you, this could be, you know, you might have a fallout with a friend or a loved one, you know, or a significant other or a spouse. You know, these can be good things that come as well, you know, good surprises. Sometimes it can be like a change of residence. It can be, you know, a changing of jobs, you know, but ultimately I think it's going to be beneficial in the long run. So for the near future, we have the Queen of Coins. So for some of you, and this is just going to be for some of you, okay, this could be a mother figure for some of you. For some of you, this could just be someone that could be in your life, someone who could be there to mentor you, advise you. For some of you, this could be simply channeling the Queen of Coins energy, okay? So with the Queen of Coins, she is our financial, our material queen. So she's very much a queen of fertility and abundance. And she's very creative. She's definitely a very good caretaker, very good mother. And she knows how to take care of her family, you know, financially. A financially independent woman here. She's not afraid of hard work at all. She's the one who will automatically roll up her sleeve and get her hands in the dirt and get dirty, you know. She's not afraid of hard work, because that's what it's going to take to obtain that financial security and stability, you know. So she can be very, very charitable and generous, and, you know, she has a tendency to definitely be motherly, or we could say nurturing, you know, because this could be male or female if it's representing a person that's come into your life. So, you know, very responsible, very nurturing, someone who always completes her duties, you know, and her commitments. She won't shirk away from them. For some of you, this could be a mother or even a father figure. For some of you, this could be maybe someone who's come into your life. Maybe they're giving you advice. Maybe they're giving you financial advice. You know, maybe it could be someone that's helping you. Or maybe you guys are channeling this Queen's energy. So then one could say that you guys could be channeling your polar opposite, which is Virgo. So it is clarified by the Faith card, which is also the Hierophant card, in the reverse position. So here we have things that are not traditional, you know, things that are unconventional, unorthodox. This is that card where it's like, you know what, I'm tired of conforming and falling into line, so I'm going to do what I want to do. And, you know, I'm not going to follow everybody else. I'm going to blaze my own trail, you know. I'm going to march to my own beat, you know. So some of you could be feeling a bit rebellious. You know, maybe you're just ready to do things on your own. Maybe you don't want to constantly have to conform to make others happy. Maybe you're just ready to wild out, be a little rebellious, and say, hey, you know, I'm going to make myself happy. There's nothing wrong with that. So, you know, here we can see, you know, non-traditional types of things, you know, especially when it comes to relationships, marriages. This is where we can see, you know, potential open marriages or relationships, you know, the polyamorous, you know. Sometimes this can be someone who has serious relationships, but they don't want to get married due to the legal papers, you know. So, you know, different ways of doing things. The nonconformist, you know, maybe when it comes to finances, maybe you want to earn money in a unconventional, non-traditional type of way. Maybe some of you are going to seek out, you know, some sort of holistic type of health. You know, maybe some of you might go that path to obtain money. No matter what it is, it's something that would be considered different, not necessarily traditional, you know, so doesn't mean bad, you know. But I think a lot of you guys are just ready to do what you want to do instead of pleasing everybody else. You're ready to please yourself. And I'm going to say, hey, yes, do it. You know, do what you got to do to make you happy. And, you know, only you know what is going to make you happy. And go for it. So for our final outcome, we have the Judgment card. So this is definitely one of those cards where, okay, we are definitely going to be shifting awareness, okay? Now, with the Judgment card, I always say, you know, this is one of those life changes that are major. So it's a decision that we have to make, you know, and this decision has very long-term effects. So it's like a decision that, you know, we can't undo because it's going to have a long-term effect. And, you know, you want to make the right judgment, the right decision for you and for where you are and for where you want to go in your future, okay? But it's positive in nature here. You know, this could be the very decision that, you know, gives you the freedom that you want, you know. It could be the financial freedom. It could be the freedom in general, you know. Maybe it'll be about the relationship you finally want, you know. It could be many different things. Every Pisces sun, moon, and rising is different. So this will manifest in different ways for all of you. But, you know, this is a decision that we're making and it has long-term effects, you know. So we just have to make the decision that is best for us, you know, and for where we are right now and for where we're going. You know, and sometimes this is about, you know, wanting to improve our health and our well-being. Sometimes this is one of those cards where we're just absolutely going to start learning new things, which is inevitable, you know, but learning those new things is what helps us shift into that different awareness, you know, so life lessons, you know, but these lessons help us to awaken, you know, and to see our true self. And that's a beautiful thing, you know. And sometimes this can be about understanding something that maybe you didn't understand before, but becomes crystal clear. So really, you know, sometimes people can be a little off-put by this card, but really it's a card that, you know, yes, there is a big decision coming up that has long-term effects, but it's going to be one that puts you in a, you know, higher awareness, and it's for the best. So that's positive. So when it's clarified, I get the Four of Wands in the reverse position. So this decision may have something to do with the home life. This could be a decision about a marriage. For some of you, you could be considering trying to make a relationship work. For some of you, I feel like some of you might be going through a divorce. That's not going to resonate with all of you, but it's going to resonate with some of you. You know, so something with the home as well, or the home life, the family life. You know, this could be a decision about moving. You know, this could be a decision about buying a new home. This could be a decision about getting something fixed within the home. This could be, you know, maybe you're considering, say, maybe counseling, because sometimes this can be like a card where maybe some of us might have gotten married and it's like, you know, the honeymoon phase is over. So some of you might actually seek out some counseling. You know, for some of you, this could be issues, you know, that are going on in the home. Maybe there could be something that's broken, you know, or in need of maintenance. But no matter what, you know, this is a card that is always about needing to take note of our blessings. No matter how big or how small they are, we need to truly acknowledge that we are blessed and that we have many blessings, no matter how big or small. You know, and the more that we focus on how blessed we are, then that puts us in the frame of mind where we will attract more things to feel blessed and grateful about. So no matter how bad things may be for some of you, just know that they're going to get better. And the more that we focus on what we do have and what we're grateful and thankful for right here, right now, you know, then we're going to put ourselves in line with attracting more things to feel grateful and thankful for. And, you know, like I said, in the long run, I think this is going to be a positive decision. And for some of you, this decision is going to be about your home.